Hi folks, Ergelt here. Say, have you heard that coral sand calcium cures cancer? It sure does. There's a web page that's thick with scientific sounding terms that says so. And right at the bottom of the page there's a button you can click to buy the stuff. Is this true? No, it's not, and I'll tell you why. If you're a scientist, you already know why. For those of you still in the dark, it's like this. If a scientist can prove that he or she can cure cancer in a peer-reviewed, on-topic science journal, that's a Nobel Prize. Universities and corporations will fight to hire that scientist. We'll be throwing parades. Every media channel will be clogged with the news. You can bet that the scientist in question isn't going to be making his living by selling calcium tablets while staying one jump ahead of the various regulatory agencies that exist to stop him. The sad truth is that cancer is not one disease, it's many. And it's linked to heredity, viruses, environmental toxins, diet, and maybe bacteria too. Science is doing basic research, but it's far from being able to cure all cancers. And one thing's for sure, eating coral sand calcium isn't going to do the trick. Unfortunately, quack science is really thriving on the internet today. False claims are commonly made for products in order to get you to buy them, often at a very premium price. It's a lucrative scam, which is why there are so many sites out there doing it. And the only defense you have against them is skepticism. If you're one of those people who believes everything you read, you're in big trouble. Snake oil salesmen may be a topic of humor to comedians, but to ordinary people who fall prey to their scams every year, it's no joke. Just because a web page is loaded with scientific terms you don't understand does not make it true. The scamming payoff is so high that even the risk of jail does not persuade scammers to stop. Thousands and thousands of products are sold by quacks and liars. Billions and billions of dollars are stolen from consumers by these tactics. So protect yourself and be skeptical. Remember, if they're making a claim to do something respected scientists can't do, then they haven't gone through the peer review process all genuine scientists rely on to prove their assertions. In real science, it's not accepted as true until the results can be duplicated by other scientists. Believe me, when a cure for cancer is found, you'll hear all about it. You won't stumble across it in a web page that sells calcium tablets. So be wary. There are a lot of liars out there. Nutritional supplements aren't the only products being sold with lies. Remember my Healthy Eating number 2 video? Dieting does not work. Within 2 years of dieting, 85% of the dieters have returned to their pre-diet weight or are heavier. At 5 years, it's 95%. At 10 years, 98% of the dieters have gained it all back. Dieting does not work, folks. That's the science. Yet billions more dollars are scammed from consumers every year for diet books, diet counseling, and diet foods. Many of these scammers believe in what they are doing, but they're not paying attention to the science. Here's a radical thought. Believing a lie, no matter how fervently, cannot turn it into a truth. It doesn't matter how sincere a scammer is. If he's pushing a lie, he's a scammer. A competent nutritionist will help you structure a healthy eating lifestyle and will avoid the diet word altogether, because temporary changes in diet aren't helpful. That's the truth. There's no point wasting money and effort on diets. I'd like to recognize my YouTube friend, Prince Zeris, for bringing coral sand calcium to my attention. Thank you, Prince. I hadn't really considered discussing scammers until you prodded me. Prince Zaris is an example of a fellow who's questioning everything. He's skeptical. If we all follow his example, the scammers will have to find another line of work. Thank you for watching.